Hello and welcome. Today I am here for Not2Shabby and I am participating in the Coffee Lovers Blog Hop. Not2Shabby is a super sponsor of the Blog Hop and I will put the link below for the shop. If you do head over, there is a special coupon code for the duration of the Blog Hop, which is for 15% off, and it is the coupon code COFFEE. So I'll put that below and I will also link all the products that I share today. So I'm going to get started by showing you the products and then I'll get into the process video. So here is the card with all the information for the shop. Also, I will have the owner, Jamie's, who is Scrap and Stamper here on YouTube. I'll have her YouTube channel linked below. And if you are in the US, orders over $60 ship free. And if you are over in the shop making a purchase, make sure you create an account or sign into your account so you can collect your reward points. So I'm going to show you my card up close. And I just had so much fun making this cute little card here. And I've got this little kitty here popped inside that cup. And no card of mine would be complete with a little critter without a cute bow on it. So I will share with you the products that I used for this card. First up, I used this stamp set by Neat&Tangled, and it's called Kitty's Favorite Things. I used that sweet cat and also the sentiment "You Are," and then I used that banner that says "Practically Perfect." For the die for that little cup, I used this MFT teapot set, and it is so adorable. I love all the ideas that this just runs through my head when I see this die. So I used that cup, and then I also used the two little hearts that are on this set. I used the smaller heart here. So I've used that cup, and then this smaller heart here I put on that little tag, and then the larger heart I put onto the little cup, and I just think it looks so sweet. I use this Avery Elle die, and it is called Wonky Stitches die. It is one of my favorites. The little stitching that it creates on your card is just so pretty. And then I also use this little tag that's on here. So I use both sizes, and then I use this little tag that I put the "You Are" sentiment on. I also use this Lawn Fawn die. I use the large cross-stitch rectangle stackables, and it's the largest one there. I use this Put a Bow on It Lawn Fawn set, and I use the smallest bow, and that is the bow for that cute little cat, and I just think it looks so precious there. She looks so ready for a tea party. And then I use this Echo Park paper pad. It is called Hello Winter, and I just love all the pretty winter pattern papers in that set. Then I use some Doodlebug twine. This is the red, white, and blue assortment. And I added on some bells just to make it cute and festive. I thought that added a little something there with that tag, so I've got that little bell there. So I'm just going to show my card up close once more, and now I'm going to get started with the process video. So first up, I'm using that Neat&Tangled set, and I am just inking up this cute little cat. I'm using Recollections 120-pound cardstock and Memento Tuxedo black ink so that I can use Copic markers. I'm also going to stamp out that practically perfect sentiment there. I love that little banner. It's so cute. And then I'm also going to stamp out some hearts. Now I get into the Copic coloring. So I'm starting with E55 and going in for the darker part of the ears and also the belly. And then for the lighter shade there, I'm using E53. And then I'm going back in with E55 and E53. Now I'm going to do the other areas of the cat, so I'm using E57 and adding in some shading here. And then I'm going to go back in with this E55. And now I'm going to use E53 and just blend that all out. That is one of my favorite Copic color combos is E57, E55, and E53. I use that one a lot, and it just blends like butter. It's such a smooth color combination. And And then I'm going to use my black jelly pen, and I'm just adding on the eyes and the little nose there, and it just gives it a little bit of shine. And then I'm using R20 just to give a little bit of pink to those cheeks. And then I went back over it with my E53 just to soften it. And then I just added 3 little dots on each side there to give some little cheeks. Then I used BG13 and BG10 for those little hearts. And then I just took the BG10 and colored in that whole banner. Now I'm going to get started with the die cutting, and I'm using first the Lawn Fawn large cross stitch rectangle, and I'm going to die cut that out on this blue cardstock. That's going to be the back of our card. And then using the Avriel wonky stitch die, I'm going to cut out the largest die there with these little cups. And I was trying to decide if I want my card to go up or vertical or horizontal, but I went with this way. And I'm just showing how that will line up there. Now using the smaller die, I am cutting it out on some of that blue houndstooth paper. And then I'm going to take that first paper and cut out the little Lawn Fawn bow, and I'm using the smallest Lawn Fawn bow. I don't end up using the tail of the bow, but I didn't know that at this point, so I did cut that out. Then using, just with that white cardstock, I'm just cutting out that little tag. And then using the teapot die, I'm going to cut out the little teacup, and I'm going to cut that out on this really cute little polka dot paper. And I'm also going to cut out a heart, the smaller sized heart. And it actually cut off a little bit wrong, so I put it through twice there. And I'm just showing how that little cat is going to be peeking out, and it looks so precious. Then using that first blue color, I'm making one of the biggest hearts to put onto the cup. So now is the fun part, setting it all up, and I'm just adding that little sentiment for you onto that little tag there. And now I'm just going to be using my ATG gun and adhering all these pieces. So I have an A2 size card, and I'm just adding on all of these layers that I showed. And I'm just kind of setting out how I want everything. I add on that little heart there on the teacup, and I am going to cut out the little cat now. I cut the cat out using my fussy cutting scissors. These are just sewing scissors, and I'm cutting it out on the black line. I'm not leaving any white showing because I want to cut into the cat's little arms so that it looks like they're poking out. So I just go in with my scissors and cut on the black lines of those hands, and then they can hold the little cup like she's peeking over. And then I cut out the Practically Perfect banner, and I put a heart on that little tag. And now I'm just assembling that little bow here. And you just need to curve it around, and then I just set that aside for right now. Now I'm taking some of that doodlebug twine. I took the gray color, and I tied into a little knot there, and then I add on the tag and tie that into a knot, and now I put the little bell on. And I always have such a hard time getting those bells on there, very tricky, but I do end up getting it on. And then I just tie another knot around that and a little bow. And now I'm just adding some foam pop dots on the back and adding on the cat with some foam dots as well so that she pops up. And I also add some foam dots onto that cute little banner, and I'm just getting out some sequins and adding those little hearts on there. And then I decide that I don't want the twine to be on the front panel. I want it to be on the back panel. So I end up cutting it off and pulling up the other part and adding it on the back. I thought it just gave a little bit more room, and I liked the way that it looked better. That way I could center the cat. I really wanted the cat to be more centered. So I'm doing the exact same thing I did before, tying the little bow there at the top, and then I have my cute little tag. Then I just lift that up and move it over, and same with the sentiment, and I like how that looks so much better. So I'm just adhering my sequins and adding on that little bow, and I just love that little bow so much. I think it just adds so much cuteness. Then I'm taking my Wink of Stella pen and just adding on some Wink of Stella there on the banner and the hearts. And that is my card, so I'm just going to show you it up close. You can see that glitter of the Wink of Stella. Again, all of the products that I used are from Not2Shabby. You can find those over at the shop, and don't forget to use the coupon code COFFEE if you do head over. I will put all the links below for the shop and also for the blog hop. You can head over to my blog, which I'll have linked below for more information on that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye now.